Okay, so I'm right back. Let's go. I can say the words. I will never be a stripper again. It's my second time saying it. I said it to my best friend the other day. And the thing that was so funny is everyone's like, oh, she got out the game and she stayed out. She didn't come back. And they don't know my story. I was in the game for about 5 or 6 years. I got out, went to school, worked for corporate, got a degree, got another degree, had an issue with corporate, and ended up going back to dancing for another 5 years, and I felt that I was more in control. I was more in control. I was more responsible because I was older. I knew how the game went. I knew as fast as you make it, you spend it. I knew all the tricks of the trade. I was just older and wiser. And so the funny thing about me saying that is that I'm always a person that would say the words that my mom would say to me, which is, you know where you've been, but you don't know where you're going. So there was no way that I was throwing that stripper bag away. That good silver suitcase in there with those heels and all the dance wear and everything I need. Like, I was not throwing that bag away. I had threw it away once before when I stopped dancing the first time, and I didn't come back, but I did. And so I always tell my best friend when she say the girls at the club be like, oh, she didn't come back, she didn't come back. I tell them, she retired. No, do not say I'm retired, baby. Don't put me on that mountain. Don't put me on that pedestal, because I don't know when I'm going to have to pick up that bag again. I don't know what life is going to bring me where I have to go get that money real quick. Yeah, I got a child now. Yeah, I'm in my late 30s, so I have no business being in there. But at the same time, if I got to go and I got to go get that bread, that's what I'm going to go do. That was my mindset. And so I will always tell them, don't ever say I'm retired, because I've seen too many girls say they was retired, have a whole party, everything, and they be back in a year. Or I'm engaged, I got me a man, everything, they be back in a year. Or I'm about to have this baby, I never be back, everything, and they be back in 11 months. So I didn't never want to be that person to come back and they be looking at me like, oh, I thought you said you weren't coming back. So I always kept in my mind, I always told myself, don't ever say you're not going back. But look at God. Now I can say I'm never going back. What's different? What's different is the choice that I made that I would never go back. Whatever happens in my life, I know that God will take care of me. I know he was taking care of me when I was in the strip club. I know he was taking care of me when I was in corporate America. I know he's taking care of me right now as I follow my vision and do what I feel is my purpose. And I can't be scared to let go of the secular world, of something that I've held on to for so long for a safety net, and said, okay, if I got to do it, I got to do it. But it's been so long since I've done it, but the suitcase has been in my house for 3 years after I haven't danced. It's still sitting there because I still tell myself, and you never know when you're going to have to go back. And that's BS, because it's a choice. It's a choice on how you want to make money. I don't care what happened. I don't care what the circumstance is. I don't care if after this video, hell break loose because the devil want me to eat my words, and it might look like the only way to do it is to go get that bag and go to the club. I'm not going. It won't be got that way. I will not get the problem solved through the strip club. Like, I just won't. I'm not talking down on nobody that danced. I'm not judging nobody who danced. I'm not doing nothing. I'm saying, for me, it is huge that I am saying that I will never dance again, because that means no matter what the circumstance is, I'm not picking up that bag. It don't matter if I feel like I can't feed my child, I'm going to have to figure something else out. I'm not picking up that bag. If I lose my car and need to make me $2,000 in a week, I don't care. I'm not picking up that bag. I'm not going back because I choose to let that world go. I have been more blessed in what I've been doing in a year than what I have obtained in that world collectively. And I'm not going to be the person to be the victim of my journey. I'm not going to be the person that says, no matter what, I always got that. No, I'm going to say, no matter what, I always got Jesus. No matter what, I always got God. No matter what, God going to bring me out this situation. And the thing that I'm refusing to go back to is not what he want me to do. Hell, I don't even want to do it. So I cannot continue to speak that in my life because I don't know what blessings I done blocked for 3 years because I keep speaking, I ain't gonna let that bag go. I ain't gonna let that bag go. Don't ever say I'm a retired stripper. I'm always a stripper. Da, 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 da. Even when I'm not stripping, I still had the mindset that I always have that. So I got to change my mindset, and I got to change my thoughts, my decisions, and my choices. And so my choice is, no matter what, I will not be a stripper again. It's not about anything, any judgment. It's not about nothing that goes on in the club. It's not about anything but me not wanting to depend on anything secular when I claim I'm spiritual. When I claim I'm trying to do right. When I claim motivational speaking. When I claim you can do whatever you put your mind to. When I claim you are the best. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Don't give up. Let's go. That doesn't line up with, I ain't gonna never say I'm not a stripper. No, I can't say that. I cannot do that anymore. It is the decision in my mind that I don't care what happens. That bag would not be the solution. Because it's a trap to take you back. Nothing ever is gonna happen bad soon as you go back. You're going to make all the money you need to make. You're going to do everything you need to do. You're going to get that car, probably get a better car than you thought you was going to get. You're going to run into somebody in the strip club who sell cars, and then you get a car and he ain't even charge you that much and all this other stuff. And you're going to think like, oh, my hustle came together. It was meant to be. Look how stuff fell into place. And no, the devil is so sneaky. That bastard ain't shit. Let me tell you, he'll have that stuff lined up for you thinking, oh, this is where you should be, and have you stuck. And the only place you can go in that car is the strip club, because everything else done got towed up because you just focusing on this. And so the devil has a way of tricking you and making you think, oh yeah, you did that. You ain't need God for that. You did that. In actuality, it shouldn't have been done. And so don't be fooled by your safety net. Don't be fooled by what you say your safety net is, because that's what I said. I said that was my safety net. Nobody else said that. Nobody else was saying I was a stripper. Everybody was like, she got out the game. She did her thing. She on her shit. Like, she doing it. Like, no one was saying that but me. And so I realized that I was speaking that into my life, and I can't do that. I was speaking, I have to go back over a burned bridge in my life, and I don't have to do that. When God has brought you out of something that you have depended on for so long, that was wrong. Not that was right, not that was good, not that was holy and sacred. I'm saying when God has taken you out of the trap, whatever trap you was in, and you know for sure that God pulled you out and you haven't been there, There is no reason for you to think that you need to go back. He did not pull you out to throw you back. He pulled you out to bring you up, to push you to do what you need to do. So I'm going to say it again, and I'm proud of myself that I will never be a stripper again, because it is my choice to do it different. It is my choice not to use my body as a sexual tool to anybody. It is my choice to be an example to my daughter. It is my choice just to be proud of me, just to know that I am committed to what I said that I was going to do. And sometimes that's enough. The world don't need to know your choice. I'm sharing my choice because I wanted to inspire somebody. And it took me a real long time to get here. And I claim to be so spiritual. And I just think it's BS that it took me this long to get here. So I want anybody, I'm sharing because anybody who sees this, I want them to also see the BS of what they're preaching, saying, working towards, and what they're holding on to. Because you got to let something go. And so it's your choice on what you're going to let go. And I choose to let stripping go in every way. Mentally, emotionally, dependently. I don't need it anymore. It's not for me. I'm good. Thank you, God, for keeping me while I was in there. No judgment to my girls that's still in there. All I'm saying is when you get out of there and you begin to live another life that's good and blessed and favored, don't go back just because you can. Don't go back because something popped up. Like that same God that has been keeping you still and patient and peaceful and content, that's the same one that's going to bring you out that problem. And maybe it's not for you to solve. Maybe it's supposed to wait 2 weeks to that next check. Maybe it's not supposed to come immediately. Maybe it's something else that's going to come because something else left. You don't know. But when you involve yourself and involve evil, secularism, if that's a word, to solve a problem, it's not good. And even if only you know you a hypocrite, that's enough. So whether it's inwardly or outwardly, make the choice up in your mind to do that one thing you said you would never say you would do again. Make up in your mind to let go of that anchor that you don't need. That's actually holding you down. You don't even need it. You can swim now. I will not be a stripper again because it's my choice not to be a stripper again. Not because the world said it's nasty. Not because people are judging me. Not because, oh, she's too old anyway. None of that. It's because from here on out, I know who I am. And I know my purpose ain't in there. So, maybe this will inspire somebody. I don't know. We'll see. But don't go back.